President and Prime Minister paid rich tributes to the martyrs of the War of Liberation, marking the 51st Independence and National Day. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Dhaka today, paid tributes to the memory of the martyred freedom fighters at Savar. 17 people were killed and several others injured in a collision among a bus, a microbus and a human hauler in Rajshahi. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings on the Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh independence. Welcome to MyTV News. I'm Alavijan with the news from today. Watching headlines, now the details. President M. Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina paid rich tributes to the martyrs of the War of Liberation by placing wreaths at the National Memorial in Savar on the outskirts of Dhaka on Friday morning, marking the 51st Independence and National Day. President Hamid first placed a wreath at the altar of the memorial, followed by the Prime Minister. After placing the wreaths, the President and the Prime Minister stood in solemn silence for some time as a mark of profound respect to the memories of the martyrs of the Great War of Liberation in 1971. A smartly turned out contingent drawn from Bangladesh Army, Navy and Air Force presented a state salute on the occasion while the Bugles played the last post. Later, the President and the Prime Minister signed the visitors' book there on the occasion. Subsequently, Jatiyo Sangsad Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chowdhury and Chief Justice Syed Mahmood Hossain also paid tribute to the martyrs by placing wreaths at the National Memorial. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday paid glowing tributes to the memory of the martyred freedom fighters at a National Memorial in Savar on the outskirts of the Dhaka. He paid the homage to the national heroes by placing a wreath at the memorial this morning. Earlier, Narendra Modi arrived in Dhaka this morning on a two-day official visit to join the grand celebrations of the Golden Jubilee of country's independence and the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. A special aircraft of the Air India carrying the Indian Prime Minister along with his entourage members landed at the Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport in Dhaka at 10:30 in the morning. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina received her Indian counterpart at the airport. The Indian Prime Minister became the fifth among the world leaders to attend the 10-day celebration. The nation is celebrating the 51st Independence and National Day on Friday, coinciding with the grand celebration of the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and the Golden Jubilee of Independence. The 10-day grand celebration is ending on Friday following the celebration of the country's 51st Independence and National Day with the attendance of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in person as the guest of honor. Earlier, Sri Lankan Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, Nepalese President Bidya Devi Bhandari and Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering joined the grand celebration in person since March 17. Marking the 51st Independence and National Day, the government has taken elaborate programs maintaining the health guidelines in the view of the global pandemic coronavirus. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said Bangladesh must take a fresh vow to heighten further its stature as the nation celebrates the Golden Jubilee of Independence simultaneously with the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The Prime Minister said in a nationwide address on the eve of the Independence and National Day, paying tribute to the 1971 martyrs, Bangabandhu's four national leaders, those who fought for the independence and the August 15 carnage victims. Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina said, today stood before the world community with its head high, dispelling all negative and discouraging speculations in the past, while even a decade ago it was portrayed as an example of poverty stricken underdeveloped countries. She said the development index suggested Bangladesh's gradual progress during the past 12 years due to her government's tireless efforts, which of late was marked by the country's graduation as a developing nation from a least developed one. At least 17 people were killed and several others injured in a collision among a bus, a microbus and a human hauler in Kathakoli area on the outskirts of Rajshahi city today afternoon. Identities of the deceased could not be known immediately. Police said a bus of Hanif Poribahun rammed into a microbus near Kathakali police station around 2:15 p.m. causing a blast in the latter vehicle. Then the fire engulfed a human hauler stood beside. Later, 6 people were rescued from the spot, but all of them died on the way to Rajshahi Medical College Hospital, the police officials added. Subsequently, the bodies of 11 people were retrieved from inside of the microbus. Bangladesh government reported 3,737 more coronavirus cases and 33 fresh deaths from the virus in the last 24 hours. With this, the country's total infections and fatalities reached respectively 5,88,132 and 8,830, the health director said in a press release today. Of the total patients, 5,31,951 recovered, with 2,057 made recovery in the last 24 hours. The daily count came from tests of 27,299 samples in the past day. Thanks for being with us. Our next bulletin telecast in Bangla. Till then, stay connected, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.